I've never been on a dating app. I've never used one. I've never been on a website.
That's because you were tied down up until just recently. Boy, it's going to be a wake-up motherfucking call for you.
You see a photo. Mm-hmm. You read what's on there. You like it, you don't like it.
Who the fuck reads any of those things?
Right. No one reads anything anymore.
Nobody
you look at the
reads
photo and
anymore.
you're like, ew, left.
This is the worst fucking podcast to be announcing that. Just saying.
Yeah.
Look what it does to Jason.
Yeah. Listen.
With several billion members, the human race is divided in two distinct sexes, male and female. While men are simple creatures requiring only the most rudimentary of emotional needs to be satisfied, there is a subgroup classified as the nice guy, a dying breed of chivalrous, romantic, domesticated gentlemen whose qualities are desired by the opposite sex. Allegedly. However, they are dismissed, scoffed, and confined in such concepts as the bestie, work husband, and the dreaded friend zone.
You don't think this is a little bit too dramatic? Just let it happen.
Joe and Jason are the last of the nice guys.
Hey, everybody! Welcome to a fantastic episode of The Last of the Nice Guys. I am 1/4 of your host. I don't know. I'm not good with fractions.
There's three of us. There's three of us, Joe.
Three. Okay. I never passed math, so it doesn't matter.
Joe doesn't do math.
I don't do math.
I do 1/3. How about that?
I do politics and religion.
And that is why you fail.
Anyway, welcome everybody. I am your host, Joe. Alongside with me are two fantastic, handsome guys,
Jason
and Manny.
I'm sorry that we don't.
Special episode today.
I'm sorry that we don't have the same zeal as Joe. He's able to sound like that because he's not on camera. He's a punk, so that's why. But I just want to say that we're finally glad to be finally doing, oh my God, a real episode. Not to say that our last 3 or 4 weren't great, but they were specials. Now we're moving on to new episodes and new topics that you guys have probably been dying for. And it's our official inaugural episode for our third, Joe, Manny. And we're going to bust his cherry, that's what she said, we're going to give him...
he's a bust your cherry.
What? Don't talk to me like that.
I love cherries.
We're going to have Manny choose today's topic. But first, we're going to get a little deeper with Manny. Yes, we're going to find out what makes him tick. And we're going to basically do what we did for the first episode with Joe and I. You know, we're going to find out, what's going on with him and, why is he here? So, Manny.
Why is anybody here?
Joe, shut up. So, Manny,
yes.
Why don't you tell us what today's topic is going to be? Then we're going to get a little deeper.
All right. So
that's what she said.
She always wants a deeper, poor girl. I
like it.
That's how you get pregnant. So today's topic, gentlemen, and the world, is going to be technology and how it ruins lives, or how it can ruin lives. Sorry.
All right. This is going to be interesting. I can't wait to hear what you have to say about that. But first, let's take a selfie. No, we are going to talk about what brings Manny to the table. What do you bring to the table, Manny, besides a really, really shiny head, rugged beard, and the gravitas of a stallion? Oops, did I use stallion? So sorry. What brings... So
That's the bitch.
What brings you here, Manny?
Let's see. I am a fan turned host, I guess.
Yes. Yes.
And basically, you guys liked some of the stuff that I guess that I had to say and whatever, and
whatever.
And, the three of us, like even through the emails, we meshed really well. And
Yes.
then, I jumping on to the first episode that you guys had me on. We all blended. It's like a blended little family without everybody getting married and going to that weird little island where that guy is like, regard me. I don't know if you saw that movie, but it's great.
Moving on.
Epstein
Move
Island?
along. I'm getting turned on. Move along.
Wow, Epstein Island, great. We're gonna disconnect Joe's microphone right now.
Yes, we are.
But I bring a different form of heartache, I guess you can say,
and flavor.
That's a really, really, really good I guess thing to say. Not to say it's good to say, but yeah, a different flavor of heartache to Last of the Nice Guys podcast. Wow.
I like the way that's put. That was
It was though. It kind of like was just like
nicely put.
I just forgot that. Yeah, my heart is aching because I'm a sad sack. So, well, okay, well, man, what should the audience expect from you as an individual?
Well, most of the people, and shout out to everybody that I know that have been listening.
Manny's people are the best people out there, the best audience out there, and they're basically making this podcast successful. So we have done nothing the last year until Manny got here.
I think Manny's audience beats out mine and Jason's combined in terms of numbers.
I don't have a personal audience. Just make it throw it out there.
Well,
right now.
there you go. That's
what I'm saying. But I want to make it very clear that Manny's audience is so overwhelmingly positive and interactive. I can no longer keep up with all the comments. So the next episode of all the comments. So the next episode we do for comments, I'm going to be missing a lot of comments because I'm sending up some emails. This comment, that comment. We're actually having conversations in the comment section of these podcast video recaps, and I've never had that before on any of my productions, ever. I'll get a comment, not a communication, not a conversation, not a dissertation right there. It's great. Sorry, Manny. What are you bringing to the table again? No. I mean, no. So what should the audience expect from you besides incredible interaction from your people?
A lot of laughter, a lot of knowledge, because out of the three of us, I've actually been through a marriage, and I'm actually going further and going
been
backwards.
There and back. You're actually been there and back.
Yeah.
So it's a different aspect of whatever of the whole relationship aspect. I'm not going to say that I'm jaded because I've seen a lot of the comments saying that the three of us are jaded.
Yeah.
We're it's not about heartache. It's not about hating relationships and hating women or anything of the sort.
Of course not.
It's I love women because that's what they're here for.
That's right.
But it's more or less to pass on knowledge in my aspect for anybody that's out there that's currently engaged, Joe, currently married and may draw up some red flags that they're ignoring.
Yes.
Because if you're ignoring them now, you need to set yourself up for a long ride.
Yeah, you're being an enabler and stuff like that.
Right.
So what? And I'm putting you on the spot now. What is your goal? What is your what do you have a goal with your participation here with the podcast? Is there a particular goal you have in mind?
Just knowledge sharing and advice sharing. I mean, the interaction that we've gotten from many people, not even just my people, but just everybody that acknowledges, because I like to share information. I like 90% to share knowledge.
Manny's people.
And I love you. Thank you.
They're great.
I love to share the knowledge. I don't want one thing I push, and I've said this in a few times already, that I push love, peace, and togetherness. So if at any point I can Dr. Phil your relationship, I will attempt to do so to the best of my ability, because I don't like to see failures like mine.
Can you also talk like him sometimes? Can you do his acting?
Okay, so what we're going to do around here, guys, is we're going to listen to our guests speak, okay? And get that demon from your life, because that demon is the reason why you're on a trail to hell.
Manny's
I like it.
impersonations are
Yeah,
also
Manny's on point. Manny,
also the best ones out of the three of us. I have to say.
I don't think I do impressions, and you, I mean,
He does a fantastic flamboyant
you
guy impression.
Listen, don't bring that side out of me, okay? Just don't.
Okay.
Just don't. No one is ready for this.
Oh my gosh!
okay?
I wish I had Manny around when I was playing that Fabrizio character. I played this metrosexual character named Fabrizio. It was for the show called oh my god! It was a show recorded on green screen, and it was with my friend, and she dressed up as a dude, and I was a flamboyant like metrosexual named Fabrizio, and he had a lisp, and it would have been great to have you on with that. It was called the Shiz Night. It was called the Shiz Night Talk Show. Yeah, man.
The Shiz Night Talk Show.
The Shiz Night Talk Show. It was
how many years ago was this?
Oh God! Oh my God! Don't start with me. Like 6-7 years ago. It was a long time ago.
That's
but a Shiz Night Talk Show, and yeah, it would have been funny. It would be funny to have you as like a guest, or if not a host. Consider that.
And also, I want to add that I'll bring in a side of comedy to what already is being portrayed by these wonderful individuals.
I think you'll just bring comedy in general, not just two alleged friends berating each other on mic. I'm just keeping it real.
I know
We don't make jokes. We harass each other on the mic. That's what we do.
Yeah, we really it's been like that for a decade or more. So I don't think we're gonna stop.
No,
and you shouldn't.
We do stop though. We know there's a time and a place for everything. You know, when it comes to that kind of behavior with each other. So,
of course, that's
we've had some deep conversations, like we can't. Unlike with our getting to know us, you know, we discussed our friendship and where it led. So you were relatively a new friend to both of us, more me than Joe. But and we've had some fun hangouts. Actually, we've gone to the taco spot.
Yeah, Taco Shack,
and drank and commiserated. And then then Manny dropped by and we had some rum chata, and which is probably going to be
what's with this rum chata about?
Check it out. All right, Manny.
What's so fucking special about?
Oh God, Manny, please, I'll let you do it.
It tastes fucking incredible. That's what it is.
Okay, so tell me what's the closest thing that it tastes like? And
it's cinnamon and cream. That's what it is.
Okay, because I know if you mix Captain Morgan and ginger ale, it's like cream soda.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Definitely not the same thing.
No.
I know. No, definitely not.
It's cream. It is cream. It's cream liqueur, and it's cinnamon, and but the cinnamon is not like big red. It's like a hint of it, and it's delicious. And I don't know, like we went to the taco spot, and he was making us drink these manly drinks that had that like put hair on my ass. What was it? What were we drinking?
Crown Royal.
Yes.
And ginger ale.
Right. So I wanted
now.
something. Yeah, I wanted something a little more God forbid, tasty.
More girly.
No, fuck you. And so I said, let's get some rum chata. And he's like, you know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna get some rum chata too. So I think rum chata is gonna be like our personal like inside joke drink. Because that's what I did. He came over and I bought some rum chata. He's like, what should I bring? I said, bring mixers. I'm going to get some rum chata. He's like, shit, I was about to get some rum chata. So we had rum chata, and we had something else, whatever it was, but that wasn't important. It was a rum chata. We had a rum chata.
The Saint Germain. Is that what it was?
Saint Germain.
Oh man, that was good. That was very good apple juice. That's how I'm gonna look at it. Very good apple juice.
But it was good. So yeah, we had Saint Germains and we had a rum chata. We smoked some hookah, and that was a lot of fun. We also commiserated until like 3 a.m. It was really funny. And I had a wedding to film the very next day, so you can tell how that went. But
I cannot wait.
Since we can't discuss, since that's kind of like the extent of the friendship so far, and it's a good start. I mean, even my son, I want to make it very clear, even my oldest son said, Dad, I haven't seen you this excited about a new friend and hanging out with somebody that you just met so much so soon. I said, because he's a good dude. I said, when you meet a good person, you especially that wants to hang out with you, because I'm telling you right now, Manny wants to hang out with me. Can you believe that shit? It's crazy. So
I know. I can't.
that's what I'm saying.
shit
It's like
that's amazing. I can't believe anybody wants to do
when
that
you
shit.
meet somebody that you instantly connect with, they connect with you. Of course, you're going to want to hang out with them. So I'm just saying that's what it was. Well, since that's the extent of the friendship, it's going to be great to do a retrospective a year later to discuss how we've all grown and probably reminisce about when Joe used to be part of the podcast. When
Wow.
let's talk
Wow.
about your
Wow.
briefly talk about your I guess
That's
your
a low
upbringing.
blow.
Your upbringing. How were you? How were you raised, or what are your beliefs, and what So so you know how that works and how you bring that to the table.
Wow, you're going really in deep there, huh?
That we are going. That's what she said.
Okay.
Sorry,
Yeah,
ladies.
she did say wow. So I grew up in a broken home. My mother raised me for the first few years of my life, and then it was me and my younger brother at the time, and not everything is easy for everybody, and apparently it was rough for her. So she sent us over to my father, who I no longer speak to anymore, but that's a whole nother episode that
we can talk about
later.
We can talk about daddy wolves.
Daddy issues.
Yeah, we can talk about that.
But
Black Panther. No, I'm telling you, Black Panther really made me know I have daddy issues. I watched that show. Yep, I have daddy issues. Carry on.
Abba, why Abba? Anyway, so I lived with my dad, with my younger brother for about we're gonna say 11, 12 years, and then I moved back with my mom down here in Florida. Ooh, I just hit that. And I was basically raised as a Catholic, and I hated it.
Oh, me too.
The only reason why my father did it was to cut ties with my mother, as far as time sharing was concerned. And then when I moved here, my mother basically taught me, like, yo, listen to yourself, listen to what you want to believe in. Don't listen to what everybody else tells you. Formulate your own opinion.
Oh, I like her.
Right. And I love my mother. If it wasn't for my mother, I wouldn't be the person that I am today, because she's very strong-willed. She's very opinionated. And she's the kind of person that just doesn't follow everybody else. So that's how I was raised,
That's how it should be.
Right. And that's how I want to raise my children. I've raised my son to that point, and I want to get my girls there at the same time. So, that's just how I was raised. When it comes to religion and everything else, once you're old enough to understand the many different religions that we all have out there.
Many.
What?
Different religions. I'm sorry. No, I said many.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Joe. Thank you.
And here's the funny thing, though. The many different religions that they have out there, and they all pretty much like coincide with each other. Like, as far as beliefs and
it's
concerned,
little differences, yeah.
AKA almost the same fucking shit, basically.
Right.
Same thing.
It's just at this point, it's just like, oh, you believe in that religion? Well, my religion is against your religion, so we're just going to fight each other on religion and blah, 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 blah. Same thing with politics. Same thing with personal beliefs. I think it's 100% actual bullshit. You 100%. I'm a very firm affirmation against this, because, there's a lot of religions out there that are very hypocritical. So for me to sit there and study your books and understand where you're coming from, and then you're just like, oh, well, that's not, you're very much hypocritical, and it's against your religion to do so.
Yep.
So shut your mouth, stop being judgmental, and keep it moving.
Amen. Hallelujah.
So I grew up, and my childhood wasn't very easy, but instead of turning it into something as negative as keeping the circle of violence, as you would call it, going, I broke from that chain, and I just turned it into comedy. So I pretty much, everything I do and everything I say, that's why I feel like I'm a born entertainer. I want to preach things, and I want to make people laugh. That's just my thing. That's why I do the voices. That's why I make the jokes. That's why I like being around people, because everybody, especially nowadays, everybody needs some sort of like positivity in their life, whether it's just, hey, that guy said something funny today, or he made me think of something funny and kept it going.
Right.
That's just how I grew up to be, and that's just how I want to be for the remainder of my life, and obviously build up on that and create an empire for my children, so they never have to work or do anything again in their lives. I love my children.
I love that. So again, it's great to have you here. Is there any parting words you want to give to the audience before we get to today's topic about who you are, what to expect, and where we're going? Actually, that's a good question. Where do you see this going, this podcast going, or where would you like to see your involvement in this podcast take us, or take you, or go for the future? That will end with that.
Hopefully not down the shitter because of Jason. Who knows?
Oh,
Wow.
shit.
Anyway, so I'm going to block the both of your guys' negativity. Okay. And what I'm going to say is I've already, a lot of people, especially my people, have related and engaged very much so with this podcast because it's very touching and it's very relatable. Right.
Yeah.
Relatable to many people. And a lot of people that I know that deal with, their day-to-day bullshit and just life in general. They listen to us and just, again, the entertainer in me, they listen to us commiserate with each other and interact with each other, and they're smiling, they're laughing, they're like, damn, I'm not the only person going through this, or there is light at the end of the tunnel at some point. So it helps them get better through their day. Everybody that I know that has listened to this podcast absolutely loves it, absolutely enjoys listening, cannot wait to continue going. I even tell them, like, listen to the old episodes. Just because I'm not on there, don't just, don't listen to just because I'm on there. Just listen to all the old stuff.
For all they know, this podcast began the day we brought you as a guest.
Exactly.
What do you mean there's a whole other season before him? What are you talking about?
Yeah, they're like, oh, you do a podcast? That's great, man. I'm so proud of you. I'm like, no. I was an addition to it. There's a whole year behind me.
Who the fuck are these guys?
Why aren't they making any voices? Why are they yelling at each other?
So I tell everybody, listen, this is the reason why I enjoyed it. This is why I jumped on. And if you watch all the episodes, you'll realize if you like watching me and you're a friend of mine, you're close to me, you'll understand and you'll be on the same level as me. And you'll begin to enjoy it. Just enjoy the laughter. Just enjoy the topics that we speak about. If it hits home for you, listen to it. Take the advice. Hey, email us. Make a comment. We'll respond. We'll again.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna Dr. Phil you guys, and I'm gonna sit here and exercise your demons from your soul.
Last of the nice guys at yahoo.com, and I want emails, dear Manny. And that's it. That's what I want. And we're gonna have him do voiceover for that and play it, in different voices. It'll be really cool. So
I have a lot of voices in stock, so we can do this.
Some Dear Manny episodes. I will audio edit the hell out of those. It'll be really funny.
I'm gonna do one with Arnold Schwarzenegger, like that. Dear Manny, the Terminator has come to my house and he has slapped me in the face. What do I do?
So with that being said, since you said that this podcast resonated with you before you even came on this podcast, right? I still don't know the origin of how you found this podcast.
Oh, okay. Well, that's very easy, Jason. I'm glad you asked that question.
Thank you.
As many people know, if they follow the channel properly, Jason and I are a part of another podcast that I was also inducted on.
Yes.
And from there, I scrolled through his channels and I saw this one. And the very first episode that resonated to me that I felt like I needed to speak about was Blue Balls.
Most recent one.
Yeah.
And
so that's what it was. You went through the YouTube channel.
I went through the YouTube channel, and then I started.
He saw Blue Balls, and he was like,
He's like, I gotta check this out. What are they talking about?
Yeah.
So
I gotta comment.
I subscribe to the YouTube channel. I subscribe to the iHeartRadio. I get the Weeby Geeks notifications as well. Yep. I get everything going, and from there, fan turned into part of the show, and that's just basically how it went for me. I enjoyed my time. I appreciated the time that you guys gave me, my little spotlight sessions, and then here I am.
Yeah, almost immediately. All right, well, listen, man, it's great to have you, and I really appreciate that you're joining us. You do bring a different level, a different energy that we need for this podcast to thrive, and change is good. And I think it's funny, like you came on just as we reached the year mark, and it was ripe for an update, for an increase. I'd like to thank Joe for accepting the change, because Joe is notoriously against change. So
That's not even true. I don't know why you
I'm
said
sorry.
that.
All right,
I'm not
well,
even gonna
that's
get
good. So
changed.
that's getting a little deeper with.
And he cuts me off.
That's getting a little deeper with. Oh no, Joe, did you have any questions? You didn't ask a thing.
I mean, I let you guys run the show with this one. I mean, this is
Because you have no questions for Manny because you're a hater. I got you. No. By the way,
not
look
even.
forward.
I don't have any questions because I really truly am excited to have a third guy on the. Not to say that Jason wasn't enough, because honestly,
Excuse
he's
me.
not.
Excuse
He's
me.
not.
He just likes having guys around.
You just called me a guy, and I don't identify myself through sex, my friend.
That's
Okay?
right.
Oh shit! All right. Well,
He doesn't.
a
third attack helicopter. Okay. We added a third attack helicopter.
This Decepticon that we have, the third one. He came in at the right time, like Jason said. He you know, Manny, honestly, dude, you really do bring like flair to this podcast, man. You do. And the idea and the fact that you were married and you have that experience, and me stepping into that realm of marriage in 2 years, it really brings the podcast, like, you know, a different viewpoint. It's nice. And then
I
of course
think it validates us more, you know.
It does.
It validates us more because look, now you have really the spectrum of all we need really is a currently married person, and we hit all parts.
Yeah,
which we
got the Triforce.
Exactly, but you got it. You got the perpetual single guy. You've got the engaged, almost married guy. You have the married, soon to be divorced guy. You can't beat that kind of maximum coverage, that broad spectrum that we're hitting. So somebody's gonna relate to one of us. They've got to relate to one of us. So
I
totally agree. Right, Joe?
Absolutely.
Thank
and
you,
this
Joe.
is why.
You.
You're welcome. You're welcome, bitch.
But I do want to tell the audience to look forward to. Joe is actually coming down in November. Joe, you want to speak upon that real quick?
I'm coming down to the, what do they call Florida? Like the
fantastic. So Joe is coming down
the
middle of November, and
it's not the middle of November. It is in the middle.
It's the middle, exactly, which is why I'm speaking. So no, he'll be down in the middle of November. It's gonna be the hangout. It'll be for he's coming to hang out, but he's also going to coincide with my son's 15th birthday, which I don't know what we're going to do because things are still up in the air. But you please believe you're going to get a bunch of in-person, side-by-side, no social distancing stuff from the last together in one location. I haven't been in the same location as Joe since don't tell me it was last April. Was it last April, Joe?
It was Chicago.
Since Chicago for a totally different podcast.
Yeah.
So look forward to that. It's gonna be a lot of fun. We're gonna go hit the road probably. We don't have much time. Joe's only down for a weekend, but we're gonna set aside time together for the three of us to get in some good content together, because I think it'll be a great special. I'm working on scripts, and I may be debuting the new intro for the podcast since people are clamoring to have Manny added. So I'm rewriting the script. Guys. I am. So I guess we are gonna there's some changes coming, but good change that I'm actually looking forward to, as opposed to some podcasts. All right, so sorry, I just had to, but yes. So Manny, I hit it home. Give us that topic again, and just shove it in there. That's what she said.
Okay, so topic. We're gonna give it to you, Joe. Topic is technology as it can ruin your life.
Yes.
And we are basically going to cover.
Sorry.
We're gonna break through
the topic
through the ceiling
and go straight to dating.
Okay.
And as difficult as it is with dating, because all the other stuff, I'm sure a friend of mine discussed this with me with identity theft and social bullying and all that other stuff. But we're not going to get into that because I love her and we're not going to go there. So we discussed that, Jason. So shut your mouth.
We did.
We're gonna jump in. We're gonna jump into the dating world.
Okay.
And the reason why I have an issue with this is because there's really no interaction whatsoever anymore. Whereas I see your face. Yeah.
No,
Listen to what I said.
I know. I'm just waiting for.
So,
Where you going?
as far as it is very less time consuming, but it enables you to miss certain prospects as you're doing it, such as these dating apps. You see a photo, you read what's on there. You like it, you don't like it.
Who fuck reads any of those things?
Right. No one reads anything anymore.
Nobody
you look at the
reads
photo
anything
and you're like, ew, left. You know, right.
That was very very generous of you. Nobody reads those things.
They don't, but he's right though.
I read them.
No one fucking cares about that. Well,
no one. So no one.
Because
reads,
I'm trying to find. I'm not trying to find the ghost diggers. I want to see those that literally are.
Or you're just a goddamn.
But see, that's the problem. You're not reading into the person. You're just looking at the photo and swiping left and swiping right.
No. I am reading the words. I'm reading the words because I'm afraid of getting those that say I want to be spoiled or I want to be treated right or I need gifts as for love affirmation. No, I swipe left on all those. I read because.
Can you imagine that? Did you not read line 3?
Yeah.
What do you think I'm here for? Stupid.
Yep.
Actually, I've gotten that before. When I was single, when I was doing the dating apps, I've gotten. So you didn't read my description?
Wow.
I said, what? What's the description? What
do you mean? What do you mean? I didn't see any words.
I don't know what that means.
I saw a pretty lady.
How could you X that shit though? It's so stupid.
Well, if somebody that time to write down a profile, out of respect, you'd maybe want to read what they wrote. I mean,
yeah,
right.
Because it shows that we listen and that we can pay attention and
exactly.
yada yada yada.
But honestly, the hallmark of a nice guy, Joe. I mean,
no. Let's be honest. The first thing that we see when we're in person and looking at a woman is their appearance. You don't turn into Doctor Strange and go into their fucking mind and be like, oh, okay, so she likes cupcakes and she has 2
Strange
dogs.
Doesn't do that anyway.
I was gonna say I think it's the wrong.
Stop being analytical.
That was strange. I'm going through all his powers. I'm like, wait a minute, what the fuck is he talking about?
Look, we're not trying to be analytical or technical. I'm just telling you, like, to be a mind reader at first, when you first meet a girl. Like no one knows. You're just going by appearance,
right? But if
everything's
appearance. If they're giving you an insight into them by writing something, you don't want to read that just to make sure that you're going to be on the same page with this individual.
It depends on how I feel on that day.
But see, that's the problem. The internet dating world nowadays, the apps, everything that's out there, creates that wall.
Yeah.
So you get to choose whether or not you want to read through stuff. Or you want to just look at the photo and be like, yeah, I'm going to pick that one. I'm going to swipe right on that one. Yeah, whereas back in the day, before all of this shit started, you saw that cute girl from afar and you had to man up and step to her and initiate that conversation.
Exactly.
And then get to know her.
Yeah.
Nowadays, there's a lot of diamonds in the rough, as they call it.
Yes.
And maybe a lot of the stuff that they have in their profiles doesn't resonate to what you're looking for, but the further on that you speak to that individual, you're like, damn,
it's true. You can learn to love somebody. Yeah, that's sometimes the best kind of love, learning to love somebody.
Did I tell you guys that I met my fiance on a dating app?
No.
You resonated on that at one episode. Yeah,
I did, right?
You didn't say that. He didn't. He said that.
He did.
Yeah, I think I did. Yeah, I met her on a dating app.
What episode is this?
Bumble.
I'm fresh. Remember, I don't remember which one it was, but I remember him having said that.
Damn, how the hell does Manny know and you don't know?
Because Manny's a connoisseur of this podcast. I just produce it. There's a huge difference.
AKA, I don't pay attention and listen to anything Joe says.
No, but Joe, I don't remember you telling me you met her on a dating app.
I thought I told you even off the air.
No, that's not true. That's definitely not true. I'm pretty sure if you did tell me, you told me on the air. And
I didn't?
I don't know. No, we never did. We never just discussed it. But you want to know we discussed it, and I don't mean this in any particular way. But when you first told me about her, I didn't think it was gonna last. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even joking. So because I know you. Not to say that you can't hold on because you hold on to relationships longer than I do, but I personally thought this was a rebound. So I didn't put any stock into this becoming anything legitimate. Now you never told me.
I get what you have a point. You have a point. Right. I can't even argue. You have a point.
So
you do.
So the beginnings of besides meeting her, which was a great night. Anything you told me in the beginning, I kind of just like whatever. She's not going to be around because this is just a rebound, in my opinion. I just literally thought that's what this was. So and again, I'm gonna get very clear. He didn't give me that impression. No, he didn't give me that impression. He didn't say that. But that's what I thought immediately. My immediate bias, because I was thinking about.
And you want to know something else also that probably caught you off guard?
Yes.
How many times would I text you or call you
Yeah.
and tell you about anything?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like at those times that we've had over the past couple of years where I was calling you up like, Jay, you won't believe this shit. Like, what the fuck? Like, what do I do? Advice, yada yada yada. I never did that with her.
Right.
You know,
So,
it would always be like little small complaints.
yeah.
It would be like, you know,
very nitpicky.
yeah,
Stuff.
exactly.
So
So
that usually happens in the beginning of relationships anyway.
Right.
So
When you-
Yeah.
when you
No,
smooth
yeah,
out
of
the
course.
bumps, the
you're learning to
smoothing
acclimate
it
with
out.
each other, so it's
So,
fine. And
interesting.
not saying that dating websites don't work. A very close friend of mine met his wife through Match.com and actually came an inspirational story through their website. So
Wow.
again,
oh, nice.
right. And I actually unknowingly became a part of that because they showed up at one of my old jobs and he proposed to her at my old job. The only thing I got a piece of paper that said, hey, listen, this area needs to be designated off for this proposal. Yada, 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 yada. Do what you can to get it done. Okay, no problem. I didn't find out till 2 weeks later that it was a really close friend of mine. I was like, holy shit, why didn't anybody let me know? I've been working here forever. I would have made it so much more better. But, but they became like an inspirational story to Match.com. And again, I'm not downing dating websites and anything like that. I've never been on one. I've never been on a dating app. I've never used one. I've never been on a website.
That's because you were tied down up until just recently. Boy, it's gonna be a wake up motherfucking call for you.
I'm single, ladies. Yay.
Yay.
So
This is the worst fucking podcast to be announcing that you're single.
Yeah.
Look what it does to Jason.
Yeah. Listen. Ever since doing this podcast, I went from 0 women to -2. So okay. And by the way,
on that last episode.
But yeah, especially since I brought my kid's mom as a cameo.
Oh,
Now I'm -3. So make it
That's it. You're finished. You're finished.
Yeah.
Well, all I know is that again, everybody that I know, even the love, whatever, even that special individual, they love this show. They love listening. They love seeing me and this pretty face. They don't care about you guys, but it's fine.
It's true. It's fine. Just listen to us. We need to know.
But they love the camaraderie and again, so this part of the technology is actually the good part. This is we're not here to ruin anybody's lives. Unless you're that angry wife that's trying to control somebody, then hey, wake up call, get the fuck out, dude. It's not gonna happen. But it's great. Like I said, I've never been involved in dating websites or anything like that, so I can't really partake in anything and say anything about it.
That's what she said. Get into it, and then I need to do we need to do a follow-up episode, maybe 3 or 4, maybe 5 episodes in the future. I need to know what your take is on it because I
need you guys to find someone on the dating apps and go on a double date and then tell the world about it.
Right? I mean,
I'm still waiting. Jason's got something in mind right now.
I was gonna say that yes, at the wedding, a cute story in my zoo. I think it's cute. So this wedding, of course, and it was really funny because this wedding was like a slice of Americana. It was one of those classy Jamaican weddings. Make it very clear. So it was really a lot of fun. 1/3 of the people had no masks. 1/3 of the people were wearing the mask wrong, and there were 1/3 that were wearing their mask. Period. So it was really funny to have how that was. So I met a bartender there. She was gorgeous, but you know how the Caribbeans are. They blast that music, and I'm the videographer, and I have my photographer friend. She's like, "Why don't you tell her?" And I said, "Well, what am I gonna do? Get up close into break social distancing and yell in her ear?" So she's like, "Well, you need to tell her." So what I did was I found a piece of paper and I wrote on the back of the paper, "You are beautiful." And so when she looked up, I held up the sign, and she busted out laughing, she thought it was hilarious. Like she literally slinkied under her little bartender and thought it was cracking up. So later her friend, which is a server there at the wedding, brought her over to me, and we all started talking. And I was doing my best Manny impression, trying to look. You guys can't tell. Kid's mom's calling. So, hold on. Hello, you're actually interrupting the podcast again, lady. What's up?
Oh, hi, everyone.
Oh my
Jesus.
God.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. This
Wow.
is your voice is too high pitched.
Now
It's too
she's
high
a
pitched.
pro.
It's not
She's
working
a
out.
pro now.
Wow.
There you go. There goes my audio. What's up? What's up?
Okay, so listen, we're gonna need you 2 days, either a Tuesday, Wednesday, or a Wednesday, Thursday.
Who's
to
we?
come and to come and video record Anna's dance class and help do promotion. Remember we spoke about this?
No, we didn't speak about this at all. What are you talking
Yes,
about?
we did. Yes, we did. So I'm gonna need you to. It's in Hialeah. I need you to come.
Why are you?
Come on,
Why are you doing a dance
Ooh.
class in Hialeah? I mean, you said you don't speak Spanish.
It's for
It was
Anna.
cheap.
It's a black class.
She doesn't speak
Yeah,
Spanish either.
It's a black class.
Oh, I didn't say it's a black class, but my fact of the matter is that it's why Hialeah. There's Pembroke Pines, there's Miramar, there's Fort Lauderdale.
Just
Did you ask what Jesus would do when you decided
On
to
that
do
note,
Hialeah?
I'm going to refresh my drink. I will be back.
Okay. Anyway,
And
let's
on that note, I'm gonna sit here and listen
no,
to
you
this
sit
shit.
here. All right. Well, that's cool. Next week then. I'm all game. I gotta get back to my podcast. All right. Bye. There you go. There's your second cameo from the kid's mom, the baby mama.
I feel like
audio
she's
this
just,
time.
I feel like she's just used to it by now. Like
She
she's
didn't know.
really
No, she did
nonchalant.
not know. Or maybe she did know because this happened like a week ago. But yes, Offspring. What's up? You need something? All right. Bye bye. So yeah. So basically, and she's calling back. Oh my lord. Listen. I really am doing a podcast. I'm not even joking. What's up? Hello.
His watch was delivered.
Oh, bye. Thank you. Anyway,
Oh my God, I love it.
that's something special for our.
No, you know what though? But I encourage this. I encourage the live interruptions, especially when it comes to like people that we know. Like your.
No, I believe that. I believe that. If your phone rings, put that shit on speakerphone. Put it. To
I
a
love
microphone
it.
and see what
I
happens.
love it. It's. I'm so happy that I can't even do that with mine because I'm using my phone, so you guys
Oh.
can't even hear shit. So it's great.
Manny's back.
So-
Look, there he is. There he is. Look at it. That handsome cue ball right there. What's up, dog?
What's going on?
So like I was saying, so basically the server friend brought her over, and I did my best Manny impression. I was friendly, I was charming, I was funny, and yeah, I gave her my number, and
it worked.
And it worked. She took it. She loved it.
One of the
and
story. It worked.
It did work. What did she say? So basically, I told her, listen, as if you guys like me, you're gonna love my friend. He's just as funny, slightly more handsome, and slightly more taller. And then I looked at the girl that I liked and said, "You don't get any ideas." And looked at her server friend. You're gonna love him. They cracked up. So hopefully, there's a double date in the future for Manny and I. I mean, it's funny. Right after this interaction, I text Manny and I said, "Listen, how would you feel about being a wingman?" He was like, "What did you have in mind?" I said, "A potential double date for me and you." After he gave me 21 questions, he was down. It was good.
I didn't give you 21 questions.
All right, fine.
I said I was down, and then I said, are they cute?
Are they cute? Are they single?
I don't want to be with the one.
How much money do they make? What's the religion?
I don't want to be with
background?
the one. I don't want to take one for the team, even though if I have to, I will. But
So, but yeah.
If he has to, he will. That's a good. That's a good one.
No, but they were both there. No, they're both very attractive. But the one that I liked, or that I was attracted to, I should say like, because that requires something. So she did text me.
You should have told him about the podcast.
He also told me.
Hell no, absolutely not. Absolutely not. This podcast is the last thing I'll tell any girl I'm dating, because the last thing I tell
They're
them,
gonna find out eventually. They're gonna
they
find
will,
out.
they will. But I would rather let them find it out than this podcast will keep me dateless. I'm sorry, I don't have enough charisma like Manny to get past this podcast. So, but yes, anyway, so back to what you're saying. So, what you're saying, the stuff and the things.
So yeah, as far as technology just getting in the way, it's more like speed dating but virtual, right? And it's so much faster.
Speed dating is fun though. I want to be very clear. I've done it twice. It's freaking hilarious. But
the problem with speed dating is you're actually there with the person, on site. If you do it online, you never have that interaction with anybody unless you send them a message. So it's just too quick. It's how do you call it? Empty-headed irresponsibility. Like it's just you don't give anything a chance. And I'm all about giving a lot of things a chance. because you'll never know what anything will come from it. So if you don't give that one girl that you didn't like what she said or whatever a chance, you never know what it could blossom to be, or it could be an absolute waste of fucking time. But either way, you won't know.
But man, at the same time,
I'm very optimistic.
No, and I used to be like you. That's why I have 2 kids. The fact of the matter is, though, is that
Allegedly.
No, allegedly. So is that I think it's more important to know what you don't want than what you want. So if somebody rubs you the wrong way and you don't want that, I get it. I used to be like that. I used to give everybody a chance. As long as I don't have a reason not to date you, I would date you. That's how I ended up dating my kid's mom. But the point is, though, is that
oh God, man, wow,
it's true. It's true because
she will hear this shit.
I was really like free. You know, I dated anybody. I mean, that's why I don't really have a type, because I was like, okay, if you like me, you know, and I see a potential in you, sure, we'll go out until you dump me. So, you know, but then I realized, you know, red flags, pink flags, white flags, yellow flags, you know, overlooking the little things that annoy you, that you would say, you know what, no, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I think knowing what you don't want is more important than knowing what you want. So that's just how I feel about it. So, which is why you come from a different perspective, because you'll probably date a girl with a few pink flags just to give her a chance because she has potential, while me, I'll look at those pink flags and say, nah, I'm good. So
yeah, that is a definition of you. That is pure. That I'm not. It sounds funny, but that's really how he is. And
that's how I am now. Thanks to experience.
No, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. That's how you are now, and even if you want to go a couple years, that's how you. I
just don't tolerate the little things anymore because I can't.
But here's my take on that. Okay, not every woman is the same woman. So you might see that one little thing that irks the shit out of you in another person.
Yes.
But it might be different. It might pan out to be something different, or it could be something completely different.
You know what? You're not optimistic. You're a hopeless romantic. That's what it is. You're a hopeless romantic. There's nothing wrong with that. Again, I used to be a hopeless romantic, so I see it in you. And I'm listening to you speak. I'm getting nostalgic for the old sucker that I used to be. Like literally, like wow.
Don't call it a sucker.
He was a fucking sucker. He was a duck. Okay, I'm telling you this right now. Oh.
See, I mean, listen. I've again, I don't have a taste in women. I've dated several ethnicities. I've dated several religions. I've dated
lamb and hot religions.
I've dated all sorts of shapes and sizes and colors.
Lamb and hot shapes and sizes and colors.
It's crazy because I feel bad that like listening to you guys, especially to both of you. You guys don't have like any preferences. I don't either, but I just seem to have fallen into the category of
the swirl.
Yes. And
all
Hispanic.
Joe wants is the swirl.
It's not even that I want. It's not even that I want. Let's just say wanted. It's not to say that I wanted the swirl. It's just that was what was attracted to me, and I ran with it.
That's good.
I'm hearing both of you right now talk about. I'm like,
the
damn.
Swirl.
Maybe I could have like opened my horizons back then. Because you guys are like, I don't really care. There's just no white.
But it's funny, Joe, because I told you that in the past. I said, Joe, you need to expand. You're like, no, I'm good. I said, you need to try white. No, you need to get back to the Asians. No, I'm good. I need some of that dark skinned Spanish or some of that ebony love. You know what I'm saying? I need my Nubian queen. That's what he used to say to me. So, no, because at one point, Joe and I never really ever fell off, but sometimes we did go an extended amount of time not speaking. And there was a time between, I don't know, wanting Asians and just wanting any girl to just straight up the swirl. I missed that transition. So when I got back, when we started really getting back into it again as friends, it was all swirl. I said, Joe, when did this happen? He's like, I don't know, man. I love it. I can't, it's great. So it was, that should be an episode.
Making me sound like a crackhead. Like, oh, I love it.
I need it right now. I need some more. I need it. So, but no, it's just you're attracted to what you're attracted to. But no, I don't have a preference. I never had a preference. I can line up the last 20 exes, and there's really the only similarity they have is me, and that they all probably dump me. So anyway, Back to you. Back to you.
Yeah, but see,
I love
that's
self-deprecating jokes. Okay, I love them. I love them. It's my catharticness.
that's why I say that when it comes to these apps and these websites or whatever, that it gives you the ability to just, go over prosthetic individuals, because as somebody who does not have a taste, I don't really know. Like, for me, it's like, okay, if you're of the Caucasian persuasion, or if you're the Asian persuasion,
Caucasian
or
persuasion.
I love the Asian persuasion.
or if you're of the Hispanic origins, or if you're, of the, Pacific Islander or Native
Those are hot
American,
too.
even though I haven't met a Native American that's attractive yet. But don't worry, I have faith in you
I
guys
have.
as well.
I definitely have.
I haven't met any, so whatever. I mean, maybe the Seminoles are bad, but
You've
we're
never-
not gonna go there.
You've never seen Pocahontas?
It's a cartoon.
Wow,
bro.
I don't know.
Full
I don't know if
lips.
that was offensive or just.
Why is that offensive? you colonizer. Why is that offensive?
Yeah, you definitely look like Mr. Tom Smith.
That's right.
Disney, we need free stuff. I have daughters.
That's right.
So, I like to, as you call it, and you and I have spoken about this, Jason. You dip your toes in the water.
Yes.
You tread around a little bit. If you don't like
Yep.
it, you just move on.
Yep.
But that's just how I am. At the age that I am right now, I know what I don't like mentally.
Okay.
And personality wise.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. I'm not, when I say know what you don't like, I'm not talking about physical appearance. I'm talking about
No, of course not.
personality traits. I'm talking about beliefs and ideals and mannerisms. That's what I refer to. Because
Yeah, wait, Manny, I want to ask you a question. If you're talking about like you're looking into the mental part, but as of right now, you're not really looking for anything. Like, are you trying to like dive deep into a woman's brain and just see what's going on?
he's cannonballing into that pool. Okay, I'm dipping my
So
toe.
you're just
I'm dipping
I
my
know
toe
what-
in,
yeah,
and
I
all
know
I
what
hear
you're
Manny's
doing,
going
yeah.
cannonball.
yeah, I know it. I know. Yeah, I know what you're doing, but I just want to know because I know you're going through something that's very, very tough. So, is this something like are you really cannonballing, or are you just kind of like just flowing with whatever happens?
Well, I'm definitely an individual that goes with the flow. I love meeting new people. I love learning things. Like, the one thing that attracts me the most is the human psyche. It sounds very like philosophical and everything, but I like to study people. I everywhere I go, I'm always like people watching, and I'm always like, oh, why is and even to a point where Jay and I were sitting at the taco shack, and I was voice overing a random couple like far away, just talking shit about they could.
He was.
Like,
He was hilarious.
I mean, that's just the kind of person that I am. The human psyche fascinates me. So the first thing that I'm attracted to, like, strong arm that will plow me over. It's not this smile and big ass. It's the intellect of a woman. If a woman can challenge me intellectually, I will sit there and be like, okay.
Exactly. Like a good banter between you and between me and a female goes a long way. A long way. Okay, I'm telling you.
What are you guys' categories in regards to what you see and hear from a woman? Is it appearance first on the list, or is it intellect first?
Well, I mean,
like, what do you?
That's the first thing you see. You see appearance. Oh, she's hot.
Right.
Now
Everybody.
Now
That's everybody, though.
Yeah, everyone's like that. But then it's like, oh, she's hot, but does she have substance? That's it.
Yeah.
As simple as that.
Right.
You could be the hottest girl in the world, but you can be the dumbest cheerleader at the same time, and that just doesn't do it for me. Because
by default,
by default, and this goes for everybody, because if you are hard on the eyes to look at, you're not gonna get anybody looking at you at all. And this goes for male and female. Like, because here's my thing, I've done one night stand ever in my life, and it's another whole nother topic we should bring up. But
yes.
My thing is, I cannot have any sort of sexual relations with anybody that I cannot wake up the next morning and be proud that she's still there with me. If I have to go over and I'm like, what the fuck? What did I just do?
Right.
Fucking Bumble lied to me. But see that I can't do that. So
Bumble's a crazy app, by the way. Just to add that in, I've never used Bumble. Like when I met my fiance on Bumble, but that was the first time I've ever used it. That's a fucking like really. It's a fun app.
You should submit that to Bumble and be featured as a one of their things or whatever Manny was saying.
Yeah, I would.
Inspirational story.
There it is.
I mean,
Inspirational stories.
Are they gonna pay us? Because I would love to get paid from them.
You might be paid for. That could be the beginning. You know what? Just get on there, and when they ask you about yourself, somehow or other, throw in there the Last of the Nice Guys podcast. We need the publicity, so that's what it's about. I'm telling you.
Actually, that'd be perfect. That's brilliant.
I will tell you the couple that I was referring to earlier in the Match.com. They were on Oprah.
What?
Wow.
Yeah, they were on Oprah. They had an all-expense paid vacation to I don't even remember where. Like this was a big thing with Match.com. Like,
when did I miss all this?
This was a very long time ago. When I'll reach out to my homeboy about it and I'll find out the links and everything and I'll share it with you guys.
Please
but it was
do.
like it was a very. I mean, when I tell you they were on Oprah, I think like once or twice. It was crazy. Like I saw the episodes, I was like, dude, I know that guy. Like, holy crap!
I know this guy.
So that's why I say that there's
Wow.
potential. There's potential in the technology. What is that?
I have no idea. I don't know.
We're getting hacked. Is Russia coming?
No,
Comrade, this is not podcast. No. Go
Joe?
find President Trump, please.
Joe, you there? I love
Joe.
this podcast. Carry on. What were you saying?
Joe, are you there with us?
Technology. Are we even getting into? We've never actually said how technology can ruin our lives. We haven't even gotten into that yet.
Well, technology in the dating world. We got into the dating apps, which
Yes.
I've never been on. So
Right.
And the fact that it's a virtual speed dating and
I'll tell you how technology ruins dating. My phrase that I've always said when it comes to a woman with options is dangerous for a man like me or a man like us. So the dating apps have provided
opens up a whole world
of options, and it sucks because what you'll do is you'll me personally, I'll meet somebody, I'll match with them, and I'm getting my groove on, and then all of a sudden they just stop talking. They probably met somebody else, or they probably not even just disappeared. They just stopped talking
because they got another message from somebody else,
from somebody more interesting. So, which happens. It happens. And it's not just to me. It happens to most guys. So that's a way that technology, can ruin your life in a way that it affects with your dating, because you are now in a race to keep a girl's attention before somebody else gets her attention. And unlike in reality, when there's not to say that if you're dating a woman, she's not dating somebody else, but it's like it'll probably be like maybe one, maybe two other guys. But when you're on the dating apps, it's thousands of guys. At any moment, some other guy can swoop in. And all the work that you put into it, whether you dated her, whether you made conversation, whether you had the time and you tailored your responses to her to make sure you grasped her attention, no matter what, time's up. That's how technology ruins your life. Especially when it comes to being a lonely sad sack. That's not me, just saying in general.
Plus, it also gives you the opportunity for the, as we spoke in the last episode, 90-day fiancé situation.
Yes.
Where you got somebody right in front of you who's spitting the best game that you've ever heard, but somebody from a whole different country. I will buy you lunch now, and I will fly you ticket here now. Let's go.
Yes.
What? Later, bro. I gotta go. I'm going to.
I'm going to Bali. I'm going to Bali, son.
I'm going to Bali. I'm gonna get my myself a man.
What you got? What you got? What? Cheesecake Factory.
Those motherfuckers over there be cooking in markets. You seen them shows? I'm gonna be a princess up in this.
So you
bitch.
see what I'm saying? Is that it gives too much option. It's the same thing for guys too. Women with guys. Guys will be talking to you and they see their pretty face, blah 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 blah. But it's not about y'all. It's about men. So, but no, that's another way. But we can pivot. These dating apps, this technology, it makes it it makes friendships and relationships harder to maintain, because
I disagree with that. Actually, no, I don't agree with that.
Why would you say that?
Because especially nowadays, the more and more apps that come out, it's if you've seen, I'm pretty sure you have because you're still single, but if you've seen if you've seen a lot of the different different types of apps that they have out, particularly for dating, like for example, Bumble's feature, which you know of, and I know of because I use it, we both use it, is the woman has to respond to you first.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
you can always go ahead and look at the person's picture, but you can't say shit.
Right.
So they have to respond to you. Like stuff like that makes it a little bit more interesting. Like makes it a little bit more challenging.
Makes it a little bit more frustrating, you mean, because
it can depending
why
on the person.
match with
though.
me if you're not gonna message me? Damn it.
I know, but it makes it interesting because like, oh, that girl's super hot. I want to get to know her, but I can't speak to her. So hopefully, whatever I have on my profile, my pictures and et cetera, can catch her attention. Like stuff like that to me is a little. It's kind of interesting to me.
You just want dating to be a game. I mean, and I don't.
I mean,
I'm
it is
too
a
old
fucking
for that
game.
shit.
It is a game today, though.
It doesn't. But that's what I'm saying. But it doesn't have to be a game. If we stop playing the game is over. So all these apps do is they add more complexity to the game. Now I'm talking, and when I say it's harder to maintain relationships and friendships, because sometimes it's just too much connection, connection,
especially when you're on more than one dating app.
Exactly, it's too much connection. So when I say, all right, let's bring it to friendships, I'll text Joe, right? Let's say that this is hypothetical, by the way. I'll text Joe. Joe, what's up, dog? What you doing this weekend, right? So he doesn't respond all day. Well, I would think he's busy. But then I go on Facebook and there he is posting some conspiracy shit. So hold on now, motherfucker. You have time. You have time to post conspiracy shit on the hour, every hour, but you can't respond to my text message from 6 hours ago? You see how that then you get
from Chicago.
Then you get into your head and it begins to mess with you when it comes to relationships, family, and friends. So technology can ruin your life like that as well. It's too much connection.
Yeah, it puts too much out there. And again, I like to refer to my friend that was going to continue remain unanimous. That she lost friends, she lost jobs, she lost all sorts of stuff. She was definitely a victim of this nonsense. So with all the interaction with the different websites and the different apps or whatever, it leaves you kind of open, and that's the sad part. Not even just people with you that in your circle. It could be just Russian hacks. Like again, I got a message on my Instagram from somebody in a different country, and I'm like, why are you messaging me? Like, what is the point of this?
They wanted to get on the podcast.
No, she wanted 90-day fiance me, but I'm not interested in that because I'm getting out of mine. So,
So wait, was she illegal?
She wasn't even in this country. She was in Ghana.
Oh, so that sounds like the main point of why she wanted. Yeah.
Right. She probably wanted to come over here with her and her son, which I was like, not me, bro. I'm good. So,
I'm good.
I'm good. I got my own son. You want to meet him?
Exactly. Yeah. I'm good.
Yep.
But it leaves you open and susceptible to all sorts of attacks and it's too much, man. Like that's why like I wasn't trying to put myself out there in so many social media platforms, and the only reason why I do it now is to promote this podcast and the other one, but anything that I try to do. We don't talk about that anymore. But
so much shade. So much shade. I produce both of these things. So
this podcast,
myself.
This podcast and any other future projects that we may be having as they are coming around the corner, right, Jason?
Yeah, absolutely.
So
look out for the unboxing.
Right. So we're, I just do it to promote everything. And it's so funny that random people are just reaching me like a Snapchat. I haven't had Snapchat in I don't even know how long. And all of a sudden the people are reaching me out on Snapchat like, oh my God, where have you been? I'm like, I've had the same number. So
Snapchat has the best fucking filters, man. I swear to God.
Listen, I only enjoy the filters when I'm doing hookah. It's great. Great.
Yeah, you do.
I put them on people in the street sometimes just to see what they look like.
Oh, because you're a scumbag, right?
Well, yeah, that too.
No, and I want to make it very clear. Same thing with me. I told people all the time. I said, listen, you post a lot of shit. It's no. All I post are 4 things: my kids, my studio, hookah now, which is very new, or baby Travis when I'm babysitting. That's all I ever post. And my boys are not. They're big boys now, so it's no longer cute to be posting them like that. So basically, it is me hookahing, it's my studio work, and it's whenever I'm babysitting. And those babysitting is few and far in between as well. Sometimes it comes in waves. That's it. And I said it very clearly. If I didn't have my studio, I wouldn't be on social media, any of the social medias, because I don't. Why don't you like my stuff? Because I'm not really on there. I don't scroll past people's things. I literally just post my stuff and log right off, move on with my life. And hopefully,
the funniest shit sometimes is when you actually do post your hookah videos.
yes,
That shit to me, I don't know why I get a kick out of it. I don't know why, but it's just
I'm
it's
having a
fucking
blast.
funny.
I'm having a blast with those. I just
He
put on.
is definitely
I
having a
put on
blast.
I put on all the stupid ass filters from all the ones that Snapchat has that day, and I just put it on and do something.
Yeah,
stupid.
and you go ham. You just go at it. Yeah,
I go ham. I love it. It's so much fun. That's the only time I like the filters is when I'm doing my hookah. But by myself though, I don't do it when I'm doing with people. When I'm by myself, I keep myself entertained. So
We could have did it together, Jay. I mean, I'm not ashamed. I'm a very shameless person.
I'm beginning to realize that. But you have to understand. I've got to my quirks. I've got to dole them out slowly. I can't scare you away. You're a new friend.
No, listen. People know me for the one thing that people know me for, especially on social media. I am very shameless. If you don't take me for, I'm random as shit too. So if you don't take me for who I am and just the randomness that I throw out there, you don't even belong in my life. Like that's just I am super random. Like I just don't care. I'm very shameless. I will periodically put random things out there. I don't care because if you look at it as, oh, he's putting himself out there, he's demeaning himself. No, that's called confidence. I don't really care. I don't give a damn.
I just thought of challenging you to put on your Facebook.
I'll do it. Don't even start.
One sentence. Research flat Earth. Period.
I'll do it. I don't give two shits. Like people are gonna look at it like, the hell is wrong with this guy?
I just imagine scrolling and just see research flat Earth. Period. That's it. Nothing else. Nothing else that needs to be said. Oh god, it'd be so funny.
And the fact that I'll have so many like responses to that, people will be like, bro, what's going on with your life? Like, what was I doing? Oh, I posted because again, there's a few things that I do with my social media is I post my kids, right. I post inspirational stuff, and I post all the podcasts or whatever. Mm-hmm. So when I post some of the inspirational stuff, people are like, what are you going through? Like, what are you experiencing? I'm like, that wasn't a reference to me. It was just like, hey, look at your life, rethink it, keep it moving. It's not going to stop just because you're in your shit right now.
Last time, I said Manny had posted a meme. It was on his Facebook, and it said, "I will survive as long as I know how to love. I know I'll stay alive." And all I saw was like 66 comments saying like you okay? You need a hug? What's going on? True story.
Your community is fucking crazy.
The phone calls that I got, like it's such a shame that at the age that I'm at right now that I'm not progressively more out there because I mentioned one thing and then I get the calling and I'm just like, holy shit! Like I didn't really realize that I had that much of a following.
Get off the ledge, Manny. Get off the ledge.
Yeah, don't do it.
Don't do it, Manny. No, you're loved. No.
And I'm like, holy shit! Like I've really like touched so many people in a way.
Manny goes, no. That was a typo, guys. That literally was wrong. I didn't mean anybody. That was really.
I didn't mean cock. I meant cock. Like I'm renovating my house. Exactly. I'm sorry, guys.
That's not what you guys thought. Calm that down.
Sorry. So it's so funny that and that's why I'm enjoying this podcast because it allows me to be more of who I am and I can express it with you guys, with the interaction with you guys, because if I did it by myself it'd be kind of awkward, just one screen. I'm just like, hey guys.
I think I'm gonna lie to you. I think it'd be entertaining, the one man Manny show. I'm just being real. I could see that, like one of those like community theaters, like just sitting there in the audience and you doing your own thing.
If I had props, I could definitely work it out.
Dude, I got a garage of props. I got wigs. I got everything. I got everything you need, dog. You tell me what you need, and I'll make it happen.
I can do Shakespeare in theater.
I think it's possible to do a podcast though with one person.
No. Many people do. Many people do.
Yeah.
They just discuss.
Of course.
And you will. But I would never. That's not true though. I had a vlog for a little bit. It was called the Unmask vlog, and it was just me talking to the camera and about what I thought. The reason why it didn't last is because I don't like editing myself, and I don't like watching myself much on camera. Not
you too? I can't watch myself either on camera.
Yeah, I can't.
I don't know why. I can't do it.
I'm so sick of my face, and I'm so sick of my own voice that, you know, if I didn't have to edit it, I wouldn't edit it. So kind of thing. So the Unmasked
Dude,
vlog,
I can't believe you feel that way too. I thought I was the only one. I cannot. I hate my fucking voice.
Yeah,
I definitely don't feel that way. Especially when we
give it time. Give it time.
No, never. It will never happen because I've done some dumb shit on camera.
Give it time.
And I've enjoyed it. I'm like, holy crap, that was me. I can't believe I did that. For instance, the video that you just posted with the Cobra Kai.
Uh-huh.
Dude, the one minor mistake that I did on there was not realizing that the tie that I put over my head was not just an all black tie. And I was like, holy shit, I'm an idiot.
I thought that was the point of it. I thought that was the point of it.
That's what I'm gonna go with from now on. I'm like, that was on purpose.
That was a social satire. that nothing's all black, you know.
But that's just the kind of person that I am. I will take my mess ups and my mishaps and turn them into comedy because that's what I enjoy. If you interacted with it in a positive manner, dude, I love it. That's exactly how I'm gonna keep going. I want to keep people laughing. I want to keep people grasping to what's going on here. Oh,
I like that.
Boobies.
I like that. Yeah, I like this. Look at this.
Corona.
Oh wow, damn.
Shit, I didn't wash my hands.
Oh.
Shit. But you know, it's just. But that's so it kind of leans off to the topic because this is also like the positive effect of having, you know, technology. Which I guess we can bounce back and off. I mean,
Joe, I need your voice. How is technology, or how can technology ruin a person's life? Now, I discussed it in how it affects friendships and how it affects dating.
Well, do you remember our episode where you said that you would post something on your social media, I think, and let's just say like your kid's mother would comment.
Episode 2, social media stalking, which has now been termed orbiting. Yes.
Right. So orbiting is one factor.
Yes.
Where technology can really royally fuck you in the ass.
That you can't. It is a chance you really can't control who sees what you post out there. Some would say that if you post it out there publicly, you have no expectation of privacy because you put it out there. So you have no right to complain when the wrong people see it.
So I'm not gonna lie to you. A couple of years ago, I was when I was super emotional and more emotional than I am now.
Last week.
I definitely fucking dick. I definitely went ahead. And did like subliminal shit on social media.
Right.
And definitely spoke about my then relationship at the time. So yeah. I'm definitely one of those people who did that. But then as you got older, you realize, wow, that actually screws up your relationship even further.
Yeah, being passive aggressive.
Exactly, 100%. And not only do they see this, but now they see it and now are going to question you in person as to why you said that. So that even further brings out more arguments and more negativity, which in turn just kind of like perpetuates the cycle of, hey, technology really is going to fuck you over. I know some people who were in relationships even to this day and who you wouldn't even know that they're in relationships because they don't post nothing about their relationship. They don't post subliminal messages. They don't post shit.
And what's worse than that is let's take it a little further. God forbid you tell somebody this day and age that I don't have social media, and it's like, oh my god,
oh yeah,
what are you hiding? Oh my god, what are you hiding? Like, what do you mean?
Bro, the worst.
Before I got more involved with these podcasts, I was never really involved in my social media platforms because of the relationship that I'm currently coming out of.
Right.
And, you know, everybody was just like, bro, like a lot of people knew me before when I was on there. And then they see me now and they're like, you know, we see you now on video and we hear you. And we're like, you know, that's the person that we miss and we love. Why can't we see more of that? I'm like, listen, if you want to see more, I'm old school as shit, man. Like, you don't go to my social media platforms for that. Like, I'm using that now to promote the love of my children, to promote love for everybody else, and to promote the love of these podcasts that I'm doing. But if you want to know what's going on with me, don't use that part of the technology. Stay away from that nonsense. I'm old school. Call me up. See how I'm doing. You know, if you heard 2 episodes ago where I shedded a tear, call
Allegedly.
me and see how I'm doing.
Yeah.
You know,
I want to ask you guys.
He got a bunch of comments on Facebook. You okay, bro?
I wanted to ask you guys, have you ever seen women do this on social media where
Yes, I have.
well, Jay, I mean, shut the fuck up. So you ever seen yeah, you ever seen when women post this on like Instagram stories and shit where they'll be like, please don't go off my life by what you see on social media. This is not my actual life. This is like only a fraction of what of what I do or what I'm thinking. And I've actually seen this a few times this week where on random women that I just follow on Instagram, they'll put that as like as like the written thing on their stories where they're like, I guess someone questioned their picture or their story, and then they had to respond by saying,
I say that all the time. I mean, I'm more than just a booty, you know. But I mean, that's what you're showing us.
I don't know who would look at you as a booty. That would be absolutely insane on their part.
True, but at the same time, your perception of somebody is influenced by social media. Hold on, it is influenced by social media, is it not? What are you laughing
Of course
at?
it is. No, of course. No,
I was just all flashing this. Wait a minute, friggin'.
We had this conversation.
Oh, we had this conversation.
Yes,
Manny.
we did. We had this conversation.
Manny.
So
we had this conversation during hookah, in between hookah.
Yeah, during hookah, in the last session that him and I were together and engaged in the backyard of his house. With rum chata and a hookah of blueberry flavor.
Putting tips in our mouth.
Nothing but the tip.
Nothing but the tip.
So we were discussing.
All right, guys. Well, that's the.
Thank you for jumping on. The funny thing is, we were discussing a friend of mine who is a very a beautiful woman.
She is,
and I know her personally outside of her social media platforms and everything, all the photos that she puts up and everything. So she tells me, her and I had a conversation. She said, listen, I'm dating this guy right now. And he straight out told me over dinner one night, was like, listen, do you realize the amount of intimidation you pour out all over your social media? And she's like, well, what do you mean?
Like pours it out everywhere.
I mean, like
drizzles it.
Drizzles, monsoons, like yo, you're diving in the ocean and you can't get away from it. You're doggy paddling. It doesn't matter what.
That's right. Drowning.
Dive right into that motherfucker.
You are in it. So she's like, I didn't understand what he was telling me at first, and I said, well, listen, you need to understand 3 things about men. 1, okay, we are individuals of, and we've discussed this before all of this started, attraction.
Yes.
What we initially see.
We are visual.
So we see your picture, we see your photo, and we're like, damn, she's beautiful. Now, the next thing we look at, how much is she going to hurt my pocket? Now, when you post a bunch of pictures of Coach bags and Gucci bags and Gucci shoes and you're
Louis
Vuitton, and you're taking pictures on yachts, yeah, that is very intimidating for most men, because we're like, wow, she's just looking for somebody to sponsor her,
sugar daddy or big baller, you know, money.
She wants to be a sugar baby. She wants to be a sugar baby. She wants
to be spoiled, wined, and dined, and
sugar baby.
Right. Listen,
calm down, Joe. Calm down.
I need the best things in life because I'm trying to live the best that I live. And if you motherfuckers can do it, stay away.
Yas, queen. Yas, queen.
Yas,
queen. Fucking two nincompoops. Two fucking idiots. Oh God.
So because of that, she throws intimidation out there, and I told her, I said, listen, That is very intimidating on two fronts, because most men are not going to be like, oh, okay, yeah, let me take her on a date to whatever blah 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 restaurant and question whether or not this was adequate
At her standards. Good God, I hate that.
Like
The worst
it's
thing. That's the worst thing for any man to pour out his best and still question, was it even up to her standards? Did it even do anything? You know,
Right.
I've been there. I've been there with a chick before. And it was an awful feeling.
So I told her, I said, listen, I make decent money, but if I take you out, I'm not going to take you out on an all expense paid vacation for a weekend. That shit is not happening.
Our first date is not
Exactly.
going to the Bahamas. It's not happening.
That shit is not happening. I mean, that's maybe what you expect out of people, but that is not happening.
Yeah.
off
To
rip.
tell them your expectations seem to be pretty high, but
Right.
it's not
So-
going to happen.
I said, I'm definitely not coming to whatever restaurant we're going to with a brand new Gucci bag and be like, here you go. I thought about you when I passed by the store.
Yeah, yeah.
And I asked the store owner to reopen his store when he closed 3 hours ago
Look.
because I felt this was needing to happen right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Look, listen, you're getting a Groupon girl, okay? Let's go.
Yeah, I got this Groupon.
Yo,
I got this
there's
Groupon.
Yo, there's nothing wrong with Groupon dates.
No, there's nothing wrong with it at all. Nothing wrong.
I want to throw that out
No,
there
no.
for now.
And that's right.
There's
That's how
nothing
Joe. That's
wrong.
how Joe got engaged. He built his entire relationship on
What?
Groupon.
Do you know how many?
Yeah.
You can laugh all you want. Do you know how many times?
Do you know how much I saved courting my woman? So you laugh, motherfucker. I saved.
Groupon's a great way to do shit, man.
I
It has
saved
a lot of-
50% of my first.
Fuck you, idiots. You have no idea what you were doing.
I don't know. Look, I don't know how Groupon is down there in that shitty state of yours, but up here in New York, Groupon.
Oh.
Up here in New York.
Hold on,
They have
Brooklyn.
some
Hold
great
on, Brooklyn.
Groupons.
Put
Listen,
that down, Brooklyn.
I'm not in love.
This
I'm-
is the same dude who's trying to run a Texas.
The
okay?
Floridians
Run away.
are jumping
Yes.
me. Oh no!
Oh, all right, Texan, slow down there, okay? Because the only things
hold
that come out of Texas
hold
are
on.
steers
Whoa,
and
whoa,
queers,
whoa.
my friend. Okay, which one are you gonna fall onto?
Steers and queers.
Steers and queers, riding cowboy.
Yeah.
Goddamn, we
This
love going off
podcast
topic.
is
This
a
is great.
A mess. I don't know. Somehow I think we were talking about technology ruining lives. I don't know where
And
we are now.
we were getting there, and then steers and queers came out. I don't know what
I
happened.
know, that's right.
But listen,
So sensual.
so back to
I wanted to read something to you guys real quick. And Manny, does this go on par with what you guys were saying? It says
you can read.
it's a quote. Yeah, I
Oh,
can't
shit.
believe.
How
I
did
can
you
do
know
that.
I wanted to say that? Ask that same question.
I cannot believe that shit. Men are not intimidated by strong women, but far too many women believe that being aggressive, rude, and generally unpleasant makes them strong. No, it makes you insufferable. It's not that we quote unquote can't handle you, but we
That you're a
prefer
bitch.
not to in light of better options.
So
I
all
agree.
right, so
I agree. I absolutely agree.
I agree.
And you got that quote off of technology, right?
Exactly.
That's all we did. Just make sure we were still rolling in the same topic.
still
That's
wrong
all.
with technology.
Well, that's
So-
all, folks. We got that.
So I've actually heard something similar to this before, and again, this is coming off of my Volder Mama.
Yes.
Volder Mama's aspect. She had said that she said this to me several times, where it's you can't handle a woman who's opinionated and who's not afraid to speak her mind. And I said incorrect. It's how you come across,
Yes.
because there are differences on how you express yourself.
Mhm.
Now, just like if you go into like a situation with a perfect stranger, if you got your hands up, okay, you go to a perfect, hey bro, what the fuck's your problem? That other individual's gonna be like, all right, he wants to fight.
Right.
If you come up to that guy, be like, hey man, I noticed something and I felt like it was not conducive to how my thought process works, and I felt like I needed to elaborate on that. Are you okay to speak about it?
Right.
That individual will be like, all right, we can
Right.
speak on it, we can talk without actually using our hands.
Right.
Now, in most relationships, and again, keyword individuals that are in relationships, marriages, and all that. Well, if you're going to sit there and put your dukes up the entire time you're having a conversation, you have to understand that the man is going to sit there and put his dukes up back. If you're going to put your hands up,
Preach it, doctor.
you're going to catch some hands right here as well. Don't think that Don't think that because you are a female race that you're going to be safe. If you punch a man square in his face, you better protect your face back. It's called boxing, bitches. And I'm just joking on that whole thing. I don't believe in hitting women. That is very that is another topic that we're not going to get on.
We are going to get into, not now, but you know, no, again,
Yeah.
I don't believe in hitting women either. But I also, and I don't think I would ever do it myself. No, I know I would never do it myself. But I do understand why some women will get hit if they place their hands.
If they put themselves in a situation.
Right.
Because
I was told if you're big enough. I was told by somebody if you're big enough to hit a guy as hard as you can and actually start the fight, and fight him, then you're big enough to get knocked out. Now again, I don't promote hitting women.
No, you don't
either.
promote it, of course.
But that quote actually, it was interesting because you really don't understand like the strength of certain men, and for you to go ahead and like challenge that in that category, like challenge them.
Believe you have some kind of armor. You're immune to, you can do whatever you want. And you're not going to get.
Yeah, like what do you think is going to happen if you spit on the guy's face and then punch him? You don't think the guy's going to retaliate?
I mean, or not even just immediately, but after a while. I watched a video where a guy was hit. It had to be 30, 40 times. And all he did is cocked her once. That's it. And I was like, ooh, well, like I was really, really torn about that because she was, for lack of a better word, fucking him up, and he just could not, and he could not get away. He tried, and he just went. And I sat here like,
So if you put yourself in a situation where, and again, I don't condone.
We here at the
violence.
Nice Guys podcast do not condone domestic violence. To put our hands on anybody.
Thank you for saying that. Appreciate it.
But this is
we do not. But in reality, if you as a woman put yourself in a situation where you're going to disrespect your man, physically, to put hands on him physically. Because that is very disrespectful. Because men engage physically, women engage emotionally. So if you cross that boundary into a man's world, you cannot be surprised on what the retaliation is against that. Especially when it happens the first time. If a man reacts like, bam, oh shit. Like, oh shit. I blacked out for a second. I thought I was a dude.
I thought I was in motherfucking Vietnam. Oh my God.
You cannot be like, I'm calling every man I know and I'm going to have your ass fucking killed. Listen. You need to and again, I
take responsibility for your actions.
I have 3 sisters, and I've told all 3 of my sisters, I will fight to the death for you every day if necessary. But if you are the reason that you put yourself in that situation, I will humbly be like, here's your sword.
Yep.
Kill that bitch. I love my sisters and I love all of my female friends, but this is how I am.
But that's real talk. That's real talk. That's a legitimate person. That's who's not just gonna sit there and say you're wrong for the sake of being wrong. No, if you're wrong, we're gonna tell you you're wrong. You know what I'm saying? And we're not gonna sugarcoat it. We're not gonna back you up if you're fucking up. I mean, it's as simple as that. And
with today's world, back into technology, everything is very easily recorded.
Oh God, yes.
So it's just like, oh my God, look what's going on. Oh, you can't even. There you go. Look at the camera. He's slapping me in the face. No, that already happened. What transpired before you turned that camera on?
But here's the thing, though. A lot of people don't ask the why. We discussed this too. Nobody.
No,
they just see the event and be like, God damn, look what's going on. But nobody. And this is not about victim blaming. It's about context. Understanding the whole scope of the situation before you cast judgment. Context is key. I'll say this forever. Context is key.
It definitely is.
You need context before you do it, because I always make sure that when Joe tells me his stories, before I tell him he's a fuck up, I want to hear the whole story. Then I say, "You fucked up, Joe." And that's just how I am.
Very. He's. You know what? Normally it would be about. Normally I'd laugh, but he's right.
Yeah.
He's right. Yeah, I can't even argue with that. He's right.
He can't, because Joe is he's the best looking fuck up you'll ever meet.
I think I can agree with that. Yeah.
I will allow that.
I'll allow it. I am a fuck up, but I'm good looking at
I
it.
can agree with that because I definitely have fucked up many times in my life.
Right, but
so
he's a reformed fuck up though. He's a reformed fuck up because he's on a roll right now. He's doing pretty well. I almost idealize him. Then I realize
I don't.
Then I realize
don't.
what I'm talking about. So
I don't, because I know what he's going through or what
Yes.
he's going into.
no, I didn't know. I idealize not envy. Huge difference. So,
well, no,
but-
I mean, my issue, like I was telling you guys before, my issues are really not that. They're not severe. It's just
pinpricks. They're pinpricks, but pinpricks are annoying after a while.
It's my environment. That's all. It's just the environment. That's all.
I get you.
Yeah.
Manny, I'm gonna since we're running now on an hour and a half probably, I'm gonna have you do the just the wrap up on your topic and your inaugural topic of how technology can ruin your life. Hit it up right now, sir.
So, ladies and gentlemen, chairs and cats and dogs, if you're listening to my voice,
And
because I
attack
don't know what
all the
Cats
attack
and
helicopters listen
dogs.
to us.
all attack. I don't know what you're identifying now as these days, but if you can,
helicopters. Oh, and Decepticons? Yeah.
yeah, Decepticons. We're not about Autobots. So if you can hear my voice, when it comes to technology, please don't allow it to destroy your vision on certain individuals. Give it a chance every once in a while. If you learn things as you go, what was the waste of time that you had? You know, a lot of people like to say, oh, I don't like to waste my time. That was just complete waste, this and that. But if it would have turned out into something, wonderful, the best thing you've ever had in your life, did you really waste that much time? Don't let technology ruin your view of Jonathan. Yeah, I see what you're saying, Jay. I see what you're saying. Swipe left, swipe right. I get you. But again, like we were just talking about, the girl that I work with, okay, very down-to-earth individual, but all of her photos, exactly, all of her photos speak a different language. If you are unwilling to take time out to learn new things and be more understanding, you are kind of what the problem is with the rest of the world.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
that's
Nice.
hard truth. So don't judge a book by its cover. Oh, wow.
100%. And
wow.
wow. All right, so if you're going to go ahead and judge a book by its cover,
Oh, wow. He said judge a butch by its color.
if you're gonna go ahead, if you're gonna go ahead and judge a book by its cover, I'm sorry, I'm super.
No offense to the
sweet
butchers
God,
out there.
that's hilarious.
Listen, I love
the butchers.
I like it a lot.
I love everybody
like
for
it a
what they
lot.
are. Crown Royal has got me a little funny. So, anyways,
That's what it is.
if you're going to judge a book by its cover, please, by all means, have all of the facts to back that judgmental part of you up.
So read the description on the back basically first.
Read the description and read the prologue of the book.
Oh, okay. Okay. I won't go to the prologue. I won't crack the book open, but I will read the back of the book just because of you.
And read chapter 1, because chapter 1 is what gets you in there.
See, now you have to do goddamn much, all right?
Listen,
down.
but you know what? But
Baby
listen,
steps.
chapter 1 is your phase 1 to get you through it. If you can't get through chapter 1, then it's definitely not for you.
But did I want to spend the time reading the cover, the title, the back of the book, the prologue, and chapter 1 just to know that I didn't like the book?
What if you did?
But the what if isn't worth it anymore.
No, it definitely is.
The
Because
what
let me
if,
tell you,
what if may not be worth it anymore.
especially
What if can be a dangerous game to play.
listen,
It can,
you
but
flat
what if it
Earth
can't?
person. But what if it can't? What if, okay, you get through chapter 1 and you're like, holy shit, I want to go through chapter 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then not only are you going to chapter 2, 3, 4, and 5, you're also writing with the story. You are now
The potential of that happening for most individuals is so slim that it sometimes doesn't justify the energy to get to the point to know whether you like it or not. That's where I am right now.
but you'll never know unless you put yourself out there, sir.
That's my point. And why? But the question is, do you want to expend that kind of energy in general. It's all about wanting.
Did you not just do that recently at the wedding?
No, I did that. That was for fun.
Okay.
That was never intended to go where it went.
Okay, but see, that's the thing. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Put yourself out there as for fundamental purposes.
Right.
To be fun, to initiate yourself into something that could be, fun and laughed at later on.
No, but I'm not saying don't pick up the book and read the cover or what I'm saying. I do that. Me writing that letter and saying you're beautiful, that was me picking up the book. Now, had the wind not blown the book open a little bit, I would have never read anything. I would have picked it up and put it right back down. Had she not, or I should say, her server friend had not brought her over to me, I wasn't going to go over to her. That was never the intention. It was just to,
of course not,
express that something. If I like giving out compliments, genuine compliments, whether you take it or not, because if I think you're attractive, I want to let you know, hey, I just wanted to say you're gorgeous. Or your smile brightens up my day. But that's it. There's no other intention. I walk away and I slinky off to the thing. And you always remember that one random stocky guy who said, he thought my smile was wonderful. Who was that guy? But anyway, so that's different. So I'm not saying don't pick up the book. Don't look at it. Don't feel how heavy it is. I'm just not all that gung-ho about cracking that bad boy open and sitting there and just kind of going through that small 8-point whatever font. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying.
So now, having said that,
yes.
Okay, everything that you learned about her, right, that night,
right,
and just putting a photo of her, would you have swiped left or right on Bumble, Match.com, whatever?
I would have, if I learning what I learned.
Everything that you learned was written down.
Right.
In her profile.
I would have super liked that.
Okay.
It would have been a super like. Wouldn't even know why. I would have paid for that extra heart or that extra boost. I just needed that. You know what I'm saying? That's how I would have done it.
Okay. So that was something positive that came out into a physical interaction rather than something
exactly
technological.
Yeah.
See?
Well, technology.
And
we're always bring it back to technology. Technology ruins our lives. Joe, final thoughts before we wrap up this fantastic podcast episode.
Technology is the devil.
I knew you were going to say that.
It's the devil.
It's the devil.
Because Mama said so.
It's the devil. This podcast is like Looney Tunes.
Off the rails.
I love it. All
right. Well, I guess that's it for the Last of the Nice Guys podcast. I'm Jason.
I'm Joe.
And I'm Manny.
And that's Manny. And thank you for your time.
The Last of the Nice Guys. Follow, like, and subscribe on Twitter and Instagram at Last Nice Guys. Facebook.com/Last Nice Guys. Or email lastoftheniceguys@yahoo.com.
This is an audio production of Vibe Revelation Studios, the cure for your common day. VibeRevStudios.com.